Hi guys, welcome back to my bathroom. Today I'm going to be showing you my daytime skincare routine, and this isn't necessarily like the 100% strict skincare routine that I stick with, but these are some of the products that I've been trying out lately, some of them longer than others and some that I've really been enjoying. A little background on my skin: I have oily, acne-prone skin, and I'm just getting over a bout of cystic acne, which I am taking medication for, but this has done a really good job balancing my skin, this routine, along with helping to reduce scarring and texture, and just also trying to kind of keep the oils at bay. But I also do like to hydrate my skin to ensure that my skin doesn't work backwards on me and overproduce oil if I'm, for example, stripping my skin, which is something I used to do a lot as a teen. I'll have some other oily skincare videos listed down below, including my most recent night routine, but let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I do is actually kind of cleanse my skin, but I haven't been using a cleanser. A lot of the time actually I'll just use kind of warm water to rinse my face, because I felt like I was maybe over washing my face, because if I, took off all my makeup at night, did my whole nighttime skincare routine, it didn't seem necessary all the time to wash my face. It kind of depends day by day. So sometimes I will wash my face full on. Sometimes I will use a micellar water. So this is one that I really like, as you can see, and I've run through several of the blue one as well. This is the Garnier Skin Active All-in-One Mattifying, removes makeup, cleanses pores, no rinse, no harsh rubbing. So I really like this. I also like this for makeup removal, but primarily I kind of like adding it in my morning skincare routine. So this morning I actually didn't use this because I did my whole routine last night and my skin felt clean. I just kind of gave it a rinse. So now we're going to move on to an essence. So for no reason in particular, I've kind of moved away from toners. I still do use toners. I love mixing up my skincare routine. I have a hard time sticking to just about anything for the most part, but I've been playing around with essences lately, and those are very common in kind of those very extensive skincare routines. A lot of the time, kind of K-beauty as well, and I mean, the people who follow those kind of steps always have the most gorgeous skin, so I was like, let me try it too. So I have two that I've been enjoying, and an essence is supposed to be, and I'm not a skincare expert, but from what I've gathered, an essence is supposed to be essentially the first step in your skincare routine. You always want to go from lightest to heaviest when applying products. So an essence really has a light watery texture, lighter than a serum, lighter than a moisturizer, and that's why I really like it, especially on oily skin, because I feel like they're adding hydration without actually adding like a layer of product onto my skin, if that makes sense. So some days actually, if I'm not wearing makeup and I'm just feeling lazy and I'm staying at home, I'll just like rub some of this on my face in the morning and I'm good to go. So two that I've really been liking from Biotherm, the Life Plankton Essence, and then I have the Fresh Black Tea Kombucha Essence. So both of them basically claim similar things, talking about adding glow and hydration to the skin, plumping the skin, reducing dullness, even fine lines and pores. So I've had really good experiences with both of these. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the Fresh one today, and I'm using a cotton pad. A lot of them say you can just kind of put them in your hand and pat them on, but it's kind of up to you. It depends for me day to day, but they just feel really nice and cooling, especially, it's still quite hot out. It just feels really good. And for cotton pads, I'm using these from Quo. These are the luxury cotton facial pads, so kind of like a dupe for the Shiseido. I think they're amazing. For the most part, I don't really use them for skincare. I kind of like using them more for my nails because they're really heavy duty. But what I also like to use as well, more for skincare, is the Dollarama ones. So it depends kind of, if I'm trying to remove all my makeup, I'll go Quo. If I'm like just rubbing an essence on my face, generally I'll do a Dollarama, because I don't like, these are heavy duty. They don't need to like hold up for a really long time. So generally I don't break out the good ones, but I thought I would today. Moving on to serum, I mentioned I love switching up my skincare routine, but for the most part, this is the only serum that I've been using for the past couple months. It is the Drunk Elephant C-Firma Day Serum, and I've had such good experiences with Drunk Elephant. Vitamin C is incredible for your skin, just about any skin type, and Drunk Elephant is not cheap, but I find I've had such good experiences with it that it feels worth it to me, as someone who has always had very problematic skin and taking medication and stuff. I will gladly just pay a little bit of a higher price for skincare if I feel like it's gonna work, if I feel like it's going to get rid of the issues on my skin. So it's a great time to pick it up during any Sephora sale. I recommend keep your eyes peeled for the VIB sales. That's a great time to pick it up during April and November, but to me, I really like it. I like to give it a little bit of time to set into the skin, and then I will move on to my moisturizer. But like immediately I feel like it makes my skin look glowy and healthier, and just kind of over time, outside of like just, you know, the appearance of the product on the skin, I really do feel like it's helping to improve my skin texture, the glowiness, and my acne scarring as well. So I've done videos on my favorite moisturizers before, and in general I tend to reach for anything labeled like a gel cream always really appeals to me. So I have two. These are actually very, very similar to each other, so I kind of go back and forth. Primarily I've been using the Glam Glow Water Burst. This is the Hydrated Glow Moisturizer, and I wasn't expecting to like this as much as I did, but let me show you the texture. As you can see, I've used quite a bit, and I don't know if you can really, if it's really being portrayed, but it's just this beautifully light texture. It has a great kind of orange creamsicle scent too, but it's very, very light. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the Neutrogena one today, just grabbing some from the cap. The Neutrogena, again, is a very similar texture. It's almost a little bit more watery than the Glam Glow, and it has just kind of a fresh scent. But if anything, if you have oily skin and you're kind of just starting to approach your skincare routine, I recommend just start with a moisturizer, then get a serum. You know, you don't need to go out and buy everything, just, you know, start small. But moisturizing and adding hydration to the skin, be it a serum or a moisturizer, is very important to ensure that your skin is more balanced, because you can still be dehydrated and oily, which was kind of news to me. For my eye cream, I'm going to be using this one. I actually only got this about a week ago, but I thought I'd mention it. It's the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye, and yes, night repair, but it's the daytime. I'm a rebel. This has a similar texture to the Glam Glow, and that's why I'm using it. And they actually, Estee Lauder, I was at an Estee Lauder event a week ago when they launched this product, and they recommend using this, or using the Advanced Night Repair Serum, both day and night. So I was like, let me try this too. The reason that I don't mind using it during the day is because it has this kind of gel texture. Sometimes night eye creams are too heavy, but you know, don't be afraid to use products that say they're for the night and the day. You know, it's your skin. Do what works for you, you know, because sometimes you'll have people say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, blah, 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 blah. But if you find it works for your skin, like, your skin is so personal to you, you know. It's very important to find what works for you. And try to bring your eye creams up here as well. This eye cream has a really great texture, and it's kind of a reformulated version, better to deal with millennials and people like myself who love to like be on their phone and stuff at night, and everybody's like always looking at screens and squinting in the blue light. So this is supposed to help combat that. So I can't really totally attest to that, but I can say that it feels great. SPF is important during the day. I have a ton of SPFs that I've been testing out, and I meant to put up an SPFs for oily skin video during the summer, and now we're obviously at the end of the summer, so let me know if you'd still like to see that. I have a previous one that I will link to down below, but this is one that I've been trying and liking. La Roche-Posay Anti-Brilliance Anthelios XL Gel Cream. Dry touch gel cream. So all of those things, dry touch gel cream, appeal to me. And for me, kind of depending on if I'm wearing makeup or not, what moisturizer I wore, that will depend on which SPF I go for. This one I like because it doesn't turn me purple, as I have a deeper skin tone. If you are super deep, I don't know if it's going to be enough for you. I love the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. That has a similar texture to the moisturizer, and that has no color in it, no like whiteness. And this has a thick texture, but it doesn't have that thick, greasy texture. It really does dry down on the skin. And you want to put your SPF on last. And lastly, this kind of varies day to day depending on if I'm about to put a lipstick on or not. Most days I'm not putting lipstick on like immediately after I wake up. I'm gonna do my full face of makeup at the very least first, so I'll let this sit on my lips. It is the Clinique Pout Restoring Night Mask. Again, using night stuff in the day. I've got tons of lip masks that I love. I love Laneige, I love Bite. This is the one I have kind of kept on my desk and have been using as lip prep for makeup, and then I keep the Laneige by my bed, and then I'll keep like the Bite in my bag. Excessive? But yeah, I really, really like this. I like that it comes in a squeeze tube as well. It'd be great for the purse too. So there you have it. That is my morning skincare routine. Like I said, I don't do all of these steps every morning. A lot of the time, actually, I will mix my serum into my moisturizer just to skip a step and then go in with my SPF. It really depends day to day, but I did kind of want to give you a big idea of everything that I've been using, because in case you've been missing one step along the road here, you may be able to take a recommendation from what I have been enjoying for my skin. skin. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!